Kundalini Awakening. Discover how to boost your positive energy and relieve stress by achieving higher levels of consciousness and rebalancing your chakras. Written by Athena Frazier. Narrated by Kristine Williams. Introduction. The term Kundalini typically refers to the dimension of energy that has not realized its potential. There is an enormous well of energy inside you that is available to be tapped. This energy source is there and awaiting you to get access to it. You are resting upon a bounty and treasure inside. Much like a hidden treasure, we need a map or blueprint to guide us and lead us to this place. Thus, if you know what the power is, you are on your way to begin the journey to reaching it. The second step is to understand better what this energy can do and what you can achieve from it. Once you have completed this journey, you will be connected to an endless source of power. This is what Kundalini is. All human beings possess an innate intellectual mechanism in their genetic makeup that makes it possible for them to tap into their hidden divine power, illumination, and genius. This mechanism, or energy, is called Kundalini. The word Kundalini originates from Sanskrit and means the coiled one. In fact, in ancient Eastern religions, the energy is depicted as coiled around the vertebrae column base 3.5 times like a serpent. In these etchings, the coiled serpent rouses from slumber from the vertebrae column while one is meditating deeply or praying. In its simplest terms, Kundalini is the primary energy, also known as Shakti, positioned at the spinal cord base. It is an energy that manipulates and runs the spiritual and intellectual life force, prana, of all human beings. When awakened, it promotes spiritual awakening and attaining of intellectual maturity. Though the energy is naturally present in everyone, it is not that easy to deliberately awaken it because as humans we have intellectual and spiritual blockages that hinder awakening of our Kundalini. Once achieved, Kundalini awakening leads to spiritual awakening, freedom of the soul, and awakening of creativity and freedom. Chapter 1. Understanding what Kundalini is. Kundalini is known to be the energy of the consciousness that is a spiritual psycho-energy that lives within the resting body, and that is why it needs to be awakened. The term means annular or circular, and was also a name that was often given to snakes in the 12th century. It originated from the yogic belief that corporeal energy is real and that it resides inside a person's body, particularly at the base of one's spine. Kundalini can be awakened if one connects with his soul and decides to seek the truth within himself. The Kundalini represents a sleeping serpent or a goddess at one's spine where all the power and energy comes from. It is also said to be a libidinal or instinctive force. Kundalini is a potent, fiery energy located at the bottom of each person's spine. This energy is both powerful and intelligent, and it energizes the body while heightening our consciousness. Its name derives from the Sanskrit kundala, a word that means coiled. When dormant, the Kundalini remains coiled around the tailbone until it climbs up to the head. This awakening can happen spontaneously or voluntarily. Awakening the Kundalini results in spiritual enlightenment, which bestows upon the person many gifts: increased strength, improved health, tranquility, bliss, wisdom, and even supernatural abilities. Many belief systems have equated Kundalini activation with spiritual liberation and the complete fulfillment of man's potential. Thus, many people are practicing techniques to rouse their own Kundalini. The idea of the Kundalini or Shakti originates from Hinduism, but some say that it has its counterpart in other religions. For example, Christianity calls it the Holy Spirit or Pentecostal fire. Judaism refers to it as Shekinah. In Islam, it is Sakina. In Egypt, its name is Sekhem. And in Gnostic traditions, it is
Sample complete. Ready to continue?